Hi, my name is Gloria, and it is my immense pleasure to introduce you to one of my most favorite people on this entire planet. She passed away just over a year ago, and she's the mother of my best friend, Andy, and her name is Karen Griffith. She loved NASCAR and Margaritaville and cooking and crabs and her dogs and her son and boats and fishing and the Renaissance Fair and just being a pleasant, fun-loving, crazy woman. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about her. That's her with one of her favorite drivers. And that's her son, Andy. He's he's much bigger now, but I love that picture. He does not love that I love that picture, but I love that picture. Here's some little Margaritaville. We'll get up over here, courtesy of Yankee Candle. But Andrew saw that and he just started laughing. He was like, "That's perfect, because that's Karen all over." She had two dogs. One of them is still with us, Molly, and she's a crazy animal. Hyper and beautiful, but crazy. And this is Jake. And Jake was her favorite. As you can see, she put some kind of party hat on him. Probably his birthday. And this is a figurine of him. You know, the Aztecs believed that dogs were the guardians of the dead, that they would guide souls across the river to the afterlife. And you know, Andy and I were talking about that earlier this week, and we thought it was really cool because Jake passed away 2 days before Karen did. And it's just incredible to wonder if Jake knew when to go because he wanted to make sure he was there for her. And here's her memorial candle. You can see how beautiful she was. She was an absolutely gorgeous woman. I have actually four candles altogether to symbolize the 4 Trinity points, but also they're specifically picked. Obviously, the memorial candle and the red candle, her favorite color. And evening air. Karen was a welcoming person. She loved her friends just as much as she loved her son's friends, and was just as wonderful with all of them. And it was very rare that I would be over her home in the daylight hours. It would be more common to be over her house in the evening after work, you know, putting our dogs up, drinking a beer, talking about life. So I felt like that was appropriate. And down here we have Cookie. Her house always smelled like cookies. She loved to cook. She loved to bake. Key lime pie was her favorite. This was her favorite. Cookbook here by Nathalie Dupree. I mean, she made some incredible food. It was difficult to go over to her home and not leave with a full belly. It was a rare accomplishment. Here are some waxed flowers. In the Day of the Dead, Mexicans tend to decorate their altars with flowers, specifically marigolds, and they use flowers to symbolize the fragility and swiftness of life and death and the cycle. And these are waxed roses from the Maryland Renaissance Fair. Every year, Karen and I would receive flowers from, you know, our interested bows, and we'd get them waxed. And these are several years old, and they're just as beautiful now as they were then. I felt like it was an appropriate substitute. Again, she loved crabs. It's her favorite little fluffy. Here's a crab she painted. When she loved something, she really loved it. She had this ring. I remember very keenly. It was this huge gold ring. It had this big gold crab on the top and diamonds all over it. And it was gorgeous, but it was a crab. And I couldn't wrap my head around it, but I just loved that about her, that when she loved something, she dedicated. She was dedicated to it. She had a boat, several boats, and she loved to go fishing, and she loved art, and she loved to collect these boats. Her favorite artist was a gentleman by Joe Shore, and he used to carve these little boats. Here's one of them, and she has at least 4 more identical to this one, but this one was actually donated to her by the artist because she was gushing so much one day about it. Here's an hibiscus figurine. Hibiscus was her favorite flower. Beautiful, just like her. Here's some salt for purification, and to season the bread, which is up here. The skull and crossbones. And a bowl of water. She can wash herself, and incense, which is getting down to the quick there. A glass of water and some fruit. And she was so much fun, and we miss her dearly. Every year on Facebook we still wish her a happy birthday, and Andy's getting married to my other best friend Christine in a couple of weeks here, and he was expressing to me how much he wishes that she could be there with him, and I know she will be. I know she will be. I think this was a great opportunity to say hi to Karen, who loved us with all her heart, and it was my immense pleasure to introduce you to her, and I think she would have loved to have met all of you. And I think this type of class would have really amused her. I think she would have gotten a kick out of it. And thank you so much for taking the time to view this video. The woman is very special to me, and I love her and I miss her, but I know that she's with us. So, signing off. Thank you so much. You guys have a great weekend.